as I'm sure you know by now, Kat, we've been talking about it plenty. Jeff Musial will be coming to the Aiken Theater inside the old National Events Plaza on August 23rd.
Right.
And I am very excited to say that we have the star of the show. You may recognize him from The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and other TV shows. We have Jeff Musial on the line right now. Jeff, how are you?
Awesome. Very cool.
Happy to finally talk to you.
Yeah, very, very cool. Glad to hear a voice.
Yeah, it's nice to hear your voice as well. We're very excited to welcome you this weekend into the Tri-State. How are you feeling about this? Are you excited to come join us?
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to coming down to Indiana. I didn't even know you guys were an hour back on the old time thing there. That threw me off, so I'm learning a lot about Indiana already.
Certain parts of Indiana are Eastern time, certain parts are Central time, and I agree with you. As someone who's from the East Coast, I think that time zones are super annoying. Maybe you agree with me. I've said this a few times on the radio. I think we should do away with them, but then people always email me telling me I'm stupid.
No, I like it. I like your thought there. It throws me off. You know, I'm trying to figure, like, okay, is it going to take me longer to get there, or is it shorter to get home? Like, you know, I just try to figure all that. It makes you go crazy. Right.
Or like when I fly in from Detroit and it says my flight from Detroit to Evansville is like 20 minutes long. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. You know,
exactly.
That kind of stuff is annoying. So you're going to be flying in this weekend. Where are you now? Can I ask?
I'm in Buffalo, New York. We just finished up a big 2-week festival fair type deal, and now I'm getting everybody ready to head to Indiana. So
we're your next stop.
You are my next stop, yes.
And where are you from?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, very cool. All right, so that's kind of in your own backyard.
Yeah, we did a big festival in our hometown. Kind of give back to the community, have good time, display a lot of the different animals and stuff we have, and now back on the road for the fall tour.
So your show is going to be this weekend. It's going to be at the Aiken Theater inside the old National Events Plaza. That's August 23rd. That is Saturday.
Yes.
Reserved seats are just $15. They're on sale now at 1061evansville.com. We're going to be giving away a pair of tickets for those later on, Kat and Michael, so keep listening for that.
Very excited about that.
So, Jeff, when you come into a city like Evansville and you do a show, what can we expect from a Jeff Musial performance?
It's good for kids young and old. Kids from a year to 99 years old. It's a lot of fun. I call it educational entertainment. So we're having a blast, and people don't even know they're learning things. They're just like wondering what's going to come out of my mouth next.
Okay.
And, educating people about different animals from all over the globe. Everything from alligators to, I'll probably have a baby sloth with me, to a baby kangaroo, to monkeys, to big snakes, to a little mix of everything. It's going to be awesome. So
the rumors are true. You're going to be bringing things like monkeys, kangaroos, and alligators here to Evansville.
Oh, yeah. They're coming to Evansville. We're going to have a stage show / party for a while, and we're going to head back, and the animals are going to, party in a hotel room, and then we'll head out for the night.
Do people get uncomfortable flying next to an alligator?
Well, I'm actually driving in, believe it or not. I'll be driving to the lovely state of Indiana. Sometimes I fly, and now they don't allow the animals on the plane so much anymore. Like, I used to put them in, like, little Louis Vuitton dog carriers, and I flew all over the world with, like, a baby monkey with me, or I had a wolf pup before. We had baby cougars, and the lady on the plane just thought it was a very large tabby cat, and it was only a 12-week-old baby,
This is my service kangaroo, I swear.
Right.
Exactly.
I hear Samuel Jackson yelling something about snakes in a plane. I don't know.
So do they kind of like, because I took a road trip to Philadelphia over the summer, and we were traveling with a dog. And that had its moments of difficulty. How do you travel with essentially a zoo full of creatures?
Well, they all have specialized, federally licensed crates and stuff that you have to travel with these guys. But the fun part is, like, when I travel with my kids or something, the funny smells come from the back seat. Well, with animals, there's funny smells coming from the whole van the entire time. And you can get out at a toxic waste plant and open the door, and that's actually fresh air compared to what's inside that van.
So they don't like come in like a tow behind you. They're in the actual vehicle with you.
Oh yeah, they're riding with us in the van, and we don't pull over at like the rest stop and everybody hops out and goes to the bathroom. They just go while we're going. That's just a great time.
Oh my goodness, that sounds awful.
Wow.
It's going to be like
we make a pit stop, start cleaning, carriers, and it smells good for a little bit, and then we're back on the road again. But thankfully, I get around a lot, but luckily a lot lately, a lot of animals are good. Like the alligators go to the bathroom like once a week most of the time. The sloths go to the bathroom every 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of the animals are getting to the point where it's kind of a pain where they'll jump in the crates, get ready to grow, then they go to the bathroom before we even get on the road. So it kind of stinks to get their crate set up and then take them back out, clean everything up, put new stuff in. But it works out because then you're on the road for 8 hours and nobody's going to the bathroom, so it works out.
If you're wondering, I go about 2 to 3 times every day.
That's amazing. Thank you for
Andy
sharing.
sits down to pee.
Kat knows me very well.
I wasn't even going to go there.
No, I wish I were kidding.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I wish she were kidding, but she's not. She's telling the truth. But it's good to be on a routine, is what I understand, and my routine is healthy.
That's right. That's right.
So, Jeff, you're going to be bringing.
I don't know about the sitting down part, but whatever you're into, that's your own thing.
It's actually, in my opinion, people should be thanking me because it's much cleaner. You're not getting splashing everywhere. Plus, if you're doing it in public, I have a very womanly, dainty flow that I don't like other people to hear.
Oh, that's great.
So
that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to find out this morning. I appreciate that.
Plus, it's like I'm a tall guy, so the distance will, even if I'm aiming dead in the center, there will sometimes be splash out, if you know what I mean. So it's just a better situation for everybody involved.
Gotcha.
My bathroom is like
great.
your van, Jeff. There's just stuff all over the place.
I hear you. Thanks for thinking about all of us when you are going to the bathroom and looking out for us.
Rob, I think we've officially made Jeff Musial very uncomfortable.
Jeff,
nothing makes me uncomfortable. I love it.
So are these animals like your pets? Do they stay with you in your home?
They many years ago, yes. Then I got married, and there's a little saying, happy wife, happy life.
Uh-huh.
And they moved into a very large facility that we had built. And that's where we keep them on my property. But every now and then we have a visitor come home, like right now with my kids. We've had a baby kangaroo in a diaper hopping around the house, so that's always
Of all the exotic, non-traditional pets that you have, which one do you think is your favorite?
Oh, God, that's so tough. It's like, it changes every day. Now, I'll say my camel. We made him Humphrey. He's
I'm sorry,
about a year and a half old.
We lost your reception there for a second.
He said a camel named Humphrey.
Oh, a camel named Humphrey. Okay.
Camel named Humphrey, and he's about a year old. He's one of my favorites. Or Sid the Sloth, which I had with me on a number of TV shows. He's a baby sloth. And he's the cutest thing you've ever seen. I mean, he's unbelievable.
Speaking of TV shows, I know you're a regular on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Are you like me? When Jay Leno left and Jimmy Fallon came in, I was so relieved. I thought Jay was the worst. I think Jimmy is so talented. What do you think about that transition?
He took it like a champ, and he's real deal. Like, everything you see about him or watch about him is real. Like, he's just one of the coolest, most down-to-earth, nicest dudes I've ever met. And he's more like family now than anything. I did late night 31 times, I think, with him.
No kidding.
And I think we just did The Tonight Show. I think that was our third time on The Tonight Show. So he's just the real deal, and he's got it. I mean, he's like, what do they say? A triple threat. He can dance, sing, act.
Yeah.
You know?
He is the most beloved human being on the entire planet. I think if he and Ellen had a baby, that baby would be the most loved human being of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Yeah, it's definitely pretty intense. He's a good dude, and people always ask, is he the same person like you see on the show? I'm like, he's all that and more. I mean, he's just a good dude. And it's funny because when we did the show, I never meant to go on there and just scare him. It kind of happened.
Right.
And now it's just like a staple, because he can go on there and make Tom Cruise crack eggs on his head. I can go on there and make him sounds like a lemur and, bob his head like an iguana. And then he's like, why do you make me do this? What am I doing? I'm like, well, that's an iguana mating ritual. You don't want to do that. They might rip your face off after he's halfway doing it. And he's like, why do you make me do these things? And I'm like, it's funny.
Jeff's going to be at the Aiken Theater inside the Old National Events Plaza Saturday. Tickets are just $15, and they're available at 1061evansville.com. That's for reserved seating. Jeff, what do you think is which animal is like the best part of your show? Like, what's the don't miss performance?
There's a lot of them, and it just depends. Like animals are the worst actors, so you never know what's going to happen. Like one of my stage shows, I had my spider monkey named Bella, which I raised from a little girl, and she came out, and there's a little kid probably 2 rows in that kept making faces at her. Now I'm on a stage show, and I'm like, do I tell him not to do that because he's like threatening her, or do I just roll with it? Well, he just kept going and going and going, and finally she had enough, and she took off her diaper and just chucked it at him and just smacked the lady probably 4 rows deep past him. And people loved it. I mean, I wouldn't particularly like to get a dirty diaper from a monkey thrown at me, but people thought it was great. It was a great time.
I mean, if I was witness to that would be, that would be
epic.
That would be on my Facebook immediately.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. And they, we had that happen. I had a kid up on stage holding a large snake with me at one of the shows. And, I had probably 10 kids up there holding a long snake stretched out through their arm. And the one kid on the end, I was making a joke out of it. I said, please stop squeezing the tail. Please don't squeeze the tail. You're not milking a cow, you know?
Yeah.
And the kid, looked over and his mom and dad, and he smiled, and he went to squeeze the tail, and the thing let go a nice mix of number 1 and number 2.
Oh.
And it sprayed him like a spit take, but coming out of a different end. And it was just a quick, and he was covered. And so... And I was laughing. I died laughing.
Karma.
The parents weren't happy. The kid wasn't happy. I was dying. And the best part was the kid next to me. When I was laughing, I had the microphone down. He's like, he told you not to squeeze the tail, bro. Like that.
That is awesome.
Hysterical.
A better advertisement for your show I couldn't think of.
No.
Jeff, we're really excited to have you here in the Tri-State. Once again, reserved seats are just $15 and on sale now at 1061evansville.com. He's going to be at the Aiken Theater Saturday at the Old National Events Plaza. That's August 23rd. Jeff, thank you for calling us this morning, man. We appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for chatting. I appreciate it. You don't want to miss this. Animals from all over the world, and I'll have you laughing the whole time.